And we begin tonight with breaking news. Time has run out on TikTok. The popular social media app is offline tonight after a new law banning it went into effect in the U.S. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Luke Clary. Many users received this message reading, "Sorry, TikTok isn't available right now." Earlier this week, the Supreme Court unanimously upheld a bipartisan law banning TikTok starting Sunday unless the app severs ties with its Chinese parent company ByteDance. This weekend, President-elect Donald Trump suggesting he's likely to grant TikTok a 90-day extension after the app warned that it could go dark for its 170 million American users. Tonight, we hear from TikTok CEO.
I want to thank President Trump for his commitment to work with us to find a solution that keeps TikTok available in the United States. We are grateful and pleased to have the support of a president who truly understands our platform.
No word yet on when the app will be restored. For many local creators, the possibility of the app disappearing forever impacts their livelihood, community, and in some cases, their future. ABC 10's Garsh Palsunga spoke with creators in our region about the uncertainty.
Just 2 seconds. And
with the phone and a ukulele, Stockton's Raven Fox puts on a musical performance on TikTok.
Music is a language that brings people together that would otherwise hate each other.
Fox demonstrates how music can bridge divides, bringing people together through TikTok performances on the University of Pacific campus. Calling it a lucky break, going from living on the street to building a community of around 80,000 followers.
And the rise from where I was to where I am now, what that's done for me is it's created a lot of opportunities.
Now with the threat of TikTok being banned forever, Raven's worried about losing everything he's worked for.
And I'm very disappointed that my music career, frankly, might end here.
They're gonna take away TikTok.
Countless hours of pain, sweat, and tears, forcing content creators to be caught in limbo over the app's uncertain future.
TikTok right now, everyone's posting as if the world is ending.
What? Look at that.
Janae Fritsch creates food and lifestyle content on TikTok in Sacramento. She joined during the pandemic. And for her, it's not just about the content. It's about connections.
It's brought a lot of community opportunities to try new places. Sometimes I'll even get invited to restaurants to find and try their food.
Though she has not earned money from the platform yet, Fritsch says the friendships and the experiences she has gained are invaluable. She remains hopeful the ban won't happen.
There's also so many other crazy things going on in the world right now.
As the debate rages on, Fox and Fringe are bracing for what could come next. For both, it has become an irreplaceable part of their lives.
I don't really see myself going to another platform considering I can't really make any income from other platforms like TikTok because there is nothing else like TikTok. Thank you guys so much for joining in.
And many other creators holding on to hope, waiting to see what the future holds, with President-elect Donald Trump taking office. Reporting in Sacramento.
I'm giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadajdo, Bahonors, to the apostles, the bishops, the elders, a great millstone, peace and blessings, and hope, elect of the tabernacles of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, wherever you may be, Shalom, Shalom. All right, pretty sure most of us have heard about this TikTok ban, all right? I don't know who this is, so never heard of it before. It was just in my feed, but I saw the title, and I watched just I can't even say a couple minutes of it, but I decided, just see what's in here. But this title from whoever this chick is, Social Simone or whatever, says TikTok ban uproar. Social media mocks TikTokers. Get a real job. And that's and when as I was looking at you look the news, of course the TikTok thing comes up, and that's exactly what I said. Because you got people out here crying about what they're going. It shows how stupid, how lazy this generation is. With the social media, man. They act like the world is about to end. No, just go get a job, all right? But see, a lot of these people, what they've done with TikTok, all right, because, the average person, they jump on social media anyways just to be seen, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me, all right? And some of these people, they take this money that they make off of TikTok and they live above their means. I don't know if it was a post or a video, I forget, but I saw the other day was some chick talking about it's so funny. Talking about how she, you know, worried about TikTok going out. And she just put up she just got $1,000 car note, right? What are you doing with $1,000 car note with this type of society going on? But it shows the people don't know what's going on in America. It's all about glitz and glamour and money, all right? And showcasing, oh, I own this and I own that. $1,000 car note on a Mercedes-Benz truck or whatever, something like that, right? And now her means of making money was through TikTok. And now look. And see, this is the Lord really putting people in the trick bag, all right? He's destroying America, right? We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. As a matter of fact, let me get that real quick, all right? See, these people just don't get it, okay? It's all fun and games and show and play and all about the money and getting the bag and, you know, right? And this is what America has spoon-fed the American people for so long. All right, this is what they're stuck on. Is it 50 or 51? I think it's, let me see here. Here it is. All right, so it says Babylon. Matter of fact, let me get 7. Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon had been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. All right, and the other nations have poured into, because now these TikTokers, instead of finding real jobs, right? You know what they're doing? They're flocking to another fully Chinese-owned app. I forgot what it's called. Something about Red something. I don't know. Red since I don't know. It's some other Chinese app that they're now flocking to. And of course, some people are just going to YouTube. But this is what social media has done. It's giving the people a chance to just come and let like damn fools on the internet and then make money off of it. Okay, a man with a hardworking job can't make as much money as a TikToker. What is that? Like, what part of the game is that? It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. All right. If so be, she may be healed, but she's not healed. And this is the thing. As we always talk about, why the Lord called them hypocrites, man, because they can tell you all about this, that, you know, what new product came out, and I'm showcasing to you. I'm show my cookies online and all that kind of craziness. All right, but they can't tell you that we're in a time of war. All right, they can't tell you that we're in a time of death, famine, destruction. All right, they can't tell you what's about to happen on this earth. They can't tell you the way, you know, back to the Lord to seek salvation. They can't tell you about those things, but they can tell you about everything worldly. Right? You can discern the face of the sky, right? So it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. And ultimately, that's what the Lord is doing. He's shaking Babylon up, right, for that great day of being overtaken by armies. And then when they jack this place up, they're going to go home and launch the nukes, all right? And that's going to be the end of this place, okay? And so the Lord is working up to that. But these people, they don't see that. All right, they just know TikTok was my way of money, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, and blah 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 blah. You know, just crying. Well, let's play this video, see what's in here.
All that little TikTok money ain't nothing. Now that's all being stripped away from me again, and I'm really worried like the rest of you all are.
This is their gotcha moment to people that were able to have some success on this app.
Hey, beautiful though. Hey, that's the gotcha moment, because you think that your government loves you so much. They don't care, man. They don't care about your money on these apps. All these different avenues are about to be shut down because the elites are trying to move forward with their plan. So this is what the prophets are telling you. You're going to find out that this devil has horns, okay? He had 2 horns like a lamb, but he spake as a dragon, all right? And eventually, the lamb aspect is going to be done away. He's just going to be a roaring dragon, okay? And the American citizens are about to find out the hard way because they're not listening to what the prophets are saying. All right. These people don't care about you. If they're the elites don't care about people like Trump and Biden. Those are their puppets that they set up for a position. All right. When it comes down to it, it's about them and their little 1%. That's what it's about. You American people, you pride yourself in I'm an American, the American flag. All right. Even you Israelites. All right. You pride yourself in being an American, not knowing you're a slave here. OK. These elites don't care about you, man. They're going to shut down every single avenue that gives you this mirthful life, right? This joyful little life. They're going to shut those avenues down because this is all part of the plan, which we always talk about when we're dealing with the micro C hit. Okay, in order for them to go in, well, we'll put it this way: they're shutting down all these different avenues because they want you at your weakest, your lowest points, on your knees, crying and begging, and they're going to give you their solution, which is the micro C hit. See? They're going to shut down every single avenue that has you opened up. All right. They're going to close those avenues, and then you're going to have nowhere left to turn except for chaos. And that's going to happen. And they're going to get what? Order out of chaos. What is that order going to be? The New World Order. How's it going to come? Through the digital systems. How's it going to be implemented? Through the micro C hit. That's where they want you. That's the lowest common denominator. Okay. They want you to the point where you're begging them for assistance, and they're going to give you their assistance through the C hip to implant in you. But these people don't get it. You know why? Because these people are making money and living well, and they're not listening to the prophets, man. I guarantee the average person here complaining about TikTok wouldn't even believe, all right, what the prophets are saying. They wouldn't believe. If some of these people are probably Israelites who wouldn't even believe that they're Israelites. Okay? They're not thinking about what the Lord is saying through the mouths of his prophets. All right? They're just thinking about, the money and economy, and the Lord's about to shut America down.
Am actually scared. Influencers aren't out of touch for crying about the TikTok ban. You're out of touch for not realizing this is a real industry.
All throughout social media on TikTok, people have been celebrating the fact that a lot of TikTokers are apparently going to have to go back to getting a 9-to-5 like everybody else. This video says how the TikTok ban will actually harm the economy. Let's see what she's talking about.
There are going to be a lot of people who laugh about the TikTok ban. It's an incredibly bad time to take income away from a lot of people.
Oh, it's more than a lot, and it's...
You see, they just think about, oh my God, it's so bad. Why would you do this? They don't care about you, man. Hold up. See, the American people, this is why, you hear brothers often say how stupid the American people are, because they are stupid, man. Okay? They are the most stupid nation on the planet, man. Let me get, is it 14 or 12? It's one of these two. Let me see. Let me jump over to 14. Yep. Ecclesiasticus chapter 14 and 5. He that is evil to himself, all right, the elites, the higher ups, Edomites, right? Evil to their own people. So what more you other nations, especially their sworn enemy from the womb, what more you Israelites? He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods, all right? This dude has rulership right now, okay? When I say dude, of course I'm not talking about one person. But they have rulership right now. They have the power seat. The power seat is given to them as of right now. And in their rulership, the only thing they can think about is doing wickedness and evil. They can't even enjoy their rulership because they're too busy trying to destroy life. Okay? You mean to tell me this man ain't the devil and he doesn't need to be moved and taken out the way? They're too busy trying to destroy life that they can't even live comfortably in their own rulership. They're nervous as hell right now because they know they have a short time, like it says in Revelation 12:12. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. There is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his own wickedness. Okay? It says, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. Yeah, they talk about Trump talking about he may extend TikTok for 90 days, all right, when he takes office or so on. Okay, so if he does that, what is it saying? It's saying what we're reading here. If he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, because it didn't say I'm going to reverse the situation. I may extend it for 90 days, which means, and you know how stupid these people are? They're not going to look for jobs. They're going to go right back to TikTok, right? They're going to go right back to TikTok, get up a bunch of money, and come right back on social media on another platform and cry instead of using that time to find a regular job, right? This is how stupid these people are. And hell, you could do both. Find your regular job, get you an interview, okay, whatever, and then make some more money off of TikTok. But they're not that smart. You know why? Because this age is stuck on technology, devices, man. You stick a device in their face and you got them. It says, if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. What's the wickedness right here that we're talking about? Ultimately, they want to bring the American citizens down to their lowest point so they can implement their system and give people really a lack of choices. You're like, hey, you're starving, your family's starving. You really have a choice here, bud. All right, we have the solution here, buddy. All right, just come on down. We'll take care of you. You see these guys out there? Let me tell you about these guys. All right, because that's going to happen too. They're going to paint the prophets in a wicked light. They're going to use all this madness, all this chaos, right? The order of chaos, order of chaos. They're going to use all this to get what they're looking for, all right? The digital system and control over all the people. Like it says in Habakkuk chapter 2, he will unto himself all people. How is he going to do that? How is he going to heap to himself all people? He's going to shoot everybody with a device. And now you belong to me. You're my cattle, all right? It's basically when they're tagging cattle, man. Which, of course, we always usually speak about the law aspect where you bore your ear through with the all and so on and so forth. But just like you tag cattle, this is my cattle. I own it. All right. So if it get found on the Johnson's land, all right, the Johnson can bring it back to me because they know this is mine because they see it tagged. All right. Because they don't want to risk. Okay. Them 2 cows over here. This belongs to the Fillmores. Hey, don't worry about it. Let's just keep it. Then the Fillmores come over and they see your 2 cows and they're actually not your cows. They're their cows because the tag is on them. Okay. So, but anyways, the point being, all right, you're going to get tagged as cattle by taking this man's device and you own and they own you. And that's all they see you as anyways, as cattle, man. They don't see you as anything. And that's even to their own people. So once again, what more you Israelites? It says, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness. The envious man hath a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despiseth men. You see, he hates everybody. He hates his own people. Okay. He hates his own people. And that's why we're telling you, which we don't care, all right, about any of you heathens, but especially you Edomites, though, we're telling you that, hey, you need to wake up. You should be getting mad at them and trying to come at their necks, all right, because these are your people. Your people are the ones jacking up the earth. Your people are the ones jacking you up. The ones that took the blessing and hid it, ran and hid with the blessing for themselves. They didn't share it with you. No, they gave you a job like the rest of the heathens to them, okay? They gave you a job. And they took the blessing to themselves. The envious man hath the wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despises men. A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. And that's beautiful because his portion was to have rulership for a certain age, just like all the other heathen nations. But now, because it goes back to their birthright, he's envious of he's always been envious of Jacob. But now he wants Jacob's portion. He's had his portion. His portion is almost up. Okay? Because if you go back to Genesis 27, all right, the part of the blessing was the same for Jacob and Esau, all right, to pretty much get the fatness of the earth and the dew from heaven above, but they can't do it at the same time. Exactly. Esau's in his blessing now, and Jacob is going to get that same type of portion, but it's just going to be forever. That's the difference. So he's envious of Jacob's portion, always have been. So it says, a covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion. They're not satisfied with their rulership and their rulership being over with. They want it all forever, right? And the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. And the scriptures say that the soul that is in them is not upright. Okay? It says, a wicked eye envieth his bread, and he is a niggard at his table. And niggard is a stingy and ungenerous person. Okay? So, bam, let's go back.
It's more than just influencers and small businesses. I crunched the numbers today. TikTok is actually so large and involved in the economy that when they ban it, every single person in the United States is going to feel its effects. And I know I frequently accidentally end up in the news for a lot of stupid things, but for the love of God, if we could get anything seen by the Supreme Court, let it be what I'm going to say today here. There's about 170 million reoccurring monthly users in the United States here on TikTok alone. And simply referring to just the statistics from the small business portion of that, TikTok contributed $24.2 billion to the United States economy in 2023.
But newsflash, they're trying to crash the economy. You see? See, where people's minds is at is exact opposite of what these elites have planned. Okay? And the American people are always rocked to sleep. Okay?
15 billion of that was from advertising and marketing on here alone. And again, simply this portion of it reports
But when you look around, also you have tons of businesses shutting down, different name brand stores, and a chain of those individual stores shutting down all over, the country constantly. Okay, but this is the Lord shutting America down, man. We will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
124,000 jobs on here that will be lost.
There was a deranged lady trying to get into houses in our neighborhood. And every time the police are called,
jobs on here that will be lost, which contributed, again, $5.3 billion in taxes to the U.S. government. This study found 40, but I found some that said up to 50% of these businesses said they wouldn't exist at all without this platform, and the moment it goes away, their business will probably tank. I mentioned the fact that all of these numbers were on par for their growth and expected to double and triple in the coming years. Now, that number itself is concerning alone, but that's simply people who report as a small business. Referring back to that 170 million users here in the U.S. every month, of that large number, based off of the things I've seen in my comment section alone, even from smaller accounts, I'm willing to bet that there are a few million of us that also make money here that aren't reported as small businesses such as myself. My story is similar to a lot of y'all. You were here when I originally went viral because I quit my horrible job and I was panicked because I didn't know what to do for rent. And then I went viral and realized I could actually rely on this app to make a good $2 to $4K to cover my rent every month. And then beyond that, I was able to use this platform to get my dream job working and reporting actual news sometimes. Wow. I got the opportunity to travel the country and do what I love, all because of right here. And now that's all being stripped away from me again. And I'm really worried like the rest of you all are.
Be worried.
Like, I'm also worried and don't know what to do. Cough, cough. Sorry, I ran out of red pens. This is a graph of our current national unemployment rate. Yes, I lost faith a long time ago, so it's no shock to me that they pretend to care about the well-being of people whilst also doing something entirely avoidable that will willingly add a couple million people to this number up here. At the end of the day, they just gamble with people in these statistics as if we're the stocks that they also trade behind the...
And there you go. There you go. That's the thing. You mean nothing to them, man. Okay? They just want you to contribute to society and remain stupid. Okay? But it's coming to a point where it's time for them to roll out their master plan, all right, which is their NWO, okay? And so in order to bring that forth, hey, they gotta shut this economy down, man, all right? And the left-hand side is working, man. It's the American people that are stupid, all right, who don't believe what they're hearing, all right? A lot of people walk by, they laugh, all right? Sometimes you get people who, they're actually sort of interested in what they're hearing. Like yesterday, I was at camp. I had just finished. I was closing up. I was putting a couple of things in the car, but I hadn't grabbed like my signs and stuff yet. And so there was a group, in face value, you would think they were Edomites, right? A little family that was walking by. And one of, I guess, it was probably his wife. There was, about 5 or 6 of them. But anyways, him and his wife were they kind of was a little bit, how you're walking, but your head's turning and you're starting to slow down a little bit and you starting to look. And then the man, he was really looking at the sign. But by the time I had, popped back out the car, yeah, he was walking up. But I saw them, because when I stood up, okay. So they were really paying attention to the sign because I believe what caught his eye was when he saw my poster with the micro C hip on it, okay. Because that's he was looking down. He saw the sign, but then he was also looking down at the ground, and there's nothing on the ground except for a couple of my posters. All right, so he saw that micro C hip. But see, this is what's happening. All right, the prophets are waking the world up because the scriptures say that this gospel shall be preached unto the four corners of the earth as a witness, and then the end shall come. All right, but let's keep going.
Scenes. The Supreme Court doesn't at least even pretend to pick up and look at this case. We're done. Like, I'm done. That's it. I'm going into my villain arc. This is going to be my villain era.
I wanted to go back and look at the stats.
Talking about going to my villain arc, and but hey, that's somewhat biblical, man. All right. As a matter of fact, instead of me speaking, let me see if I can find something. As a matter of fact, let's just go right to it. Sedition among men. And we can just pocket for that. Here we go. Let me get the context. 2 Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And this is what things like this are driving people into. All right, losing their minds, man. We can't do this. We can't do that. We can't pay for this. We can't pay for that. Oh, this is too high. Oh, this is, expensive. And, oh, you're taking this from us. You're taking that from us. Oh, you're taking all our joy from us. You're taking our money from us. All right. That's the game plan on the Lord, man. Understanding what the will of the Lord is. And so he's using his left-hand side to do these things. And the American people don't understand. All right. So let me go back over here.
I wanted to go back and look at the stats she was referring to. It says here unemployment rate was 4.2%. And it also said, and that was updated in November 2024, says here that the total unemployment amount of people unemployed was 7.1 million people. And if I remember the numbers correctly, I think it would be like 2 million creators that would be affected by the TikTok ban. That would be crazy if so. And if I'm wrong about those numbers, y'all let me know down below. Another part that I thought stuck out was this part right here. She's showing the YouTube logo and it has her name that is on her TikTok. And essentially she's hinting like follow her on YouTube, right? And I wanted to say I noticed a huge influx of TikTok creators that have migrated to YouTube and other social media platforms looking for a new home and a creative outlet for their content. I just think the whole thing is very sad, and I don't want to see this for anybody.
Wait, y'all do know that
Because people are stuck on trends, all right? They're not in reality, right? These are the people that are still in the matrix, and they want things to continue on the way that they've been going, all right? We want to have our life, all right? No, man, the Lord's about to jack you people up, okay? Especially you Edomites, man. All right, and I'm not trying to tag who is and who's not, all right? Because skin color don't mean nothing, all right? This shit on the screen could be an Edomite. And I'm not saying she is, I'm just making a point, okay? But yeah, the Lord's about to jack this earth up, and especially you Edomites, man, all right? Because you're the ones who actually, who've benefited the most off of your own people's rule. Even though you may not be in that circle, you're still of that race, all right? And because of your race, and you use skin color, you benefit off of a lot of things. You can go into it like, I think I talked about this once before. So it was way back. I believe it was like 20 something. I don't remember. It was definitely in my, probably early to mid 20s. So I was moving to a new place. All right. And I had to get a storage unit for a minute. And then when I call in, because I think I was with one of my homeboys. So I had called in to I can't remember the company it was. But anyways, because different people run it. But I ended up going with another one who basically weren't racist. All right. Anyways, so I call in to this one particular company. All right. And I spoke, pretty much, well, as you handle the business, and that's what you do. You talk like you got some damn sense. All right. And so I guess they thought I was a white guy. All right. And I had a low price they gave me. I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going. All right. So we hopped in the car. We went over there. And when we got there, all right, I said, I just talked to you. She was like, when was this? I was like, not too long ago. And so we put two and two together because, the way that we spoke, she obviously thought I was some white dude, some Edomite. But when I got there, she realized it wasn't the Edomite. She saw me, all right, so-called black man, right? And now all of a sudden, the price is $70, $80. Like, hold on now, you just told me around $40, $50 when you thought I was a white boy. And then I get here in person and all of a sudden, but this is what these people do, man. And that's super, super low level, man. But whether it's super low level like that or high level, hey, these Edomites got a lot to pay for, man. Just how they oppress us constantly, over and over, even in the smallest areas that you don't think about. All right, our people get oppressed in. And then they go along and say, oh, we're stupid and we're this and we're that. And no, we're not. All right, check the stats, man. Check history. All right, what we have contributed to society, what we had contributed to America, all right? And then these things get whitewashed over. And Esau has to pay for that. And you low-level, regular, everyday Edomites are not really the true problem, but you're still Edomites nonetheless. And the Lord's going to let Jake loose soon. And who are they going to go at? Well, the elites are not around. Well, they're going to go at the elites people, which are you low-level Edomites. And that's going to be like we just read in Esdras, right? Sedition among men, invading one another, so on and so forth. Race wars, class wars, riots, all kind of craziness, all kind of chaos. People are going to be fighting and warring against one another for different reasons. And those different reasons of different factions of people fighting against another are going to clash. So all these reasons and differences, they're all going to clash and it's going to be chaos. And the elites are looking for what the heck just happened. The elites are looking for order out of chaos. All right. So let's keep going.
that the influencer marketing space is going to take a huge hit if this TikTok ban does go into effect. I think I've just seen so many conversations about the actual influencers that create content. I don't think that people are talking enough about how influencer marketing agencies, people whose whole job to work with these creators and help get them ad dollars is going to take a hit. Not only that, but marketing in general in itself, in my opinion, I don't know. Like, I feel...
Look, I just thought about the fact that we're just talking about influencers and people on TikTok, like the creators. What about the people who make music? Because a lot of people's music was popping off strictly because of TikTok. The sounds were taking off, and they...
Yeah, originally TikTok, people were doing a lot of, silly dances, and then you started hearing about ice bucket challenge, all these different craziness, and it just, it went out of hand, all right? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the industry, okay? This is all by design.
Were able to become large mainstream artists because of it. There's so many songs I would not know anything about if it was not for TikTok and the fact that it went viral and everybody needed to make up a dance to go with the trend on TikTok. Down below, what is the one song that took off on TikTok that you wouldn't have known about?
What's this dude? Soulja Boy, I think. I don't know if it was TikTok or YouTube or whatever, but when he first popped up, he was doing those crazy dances and stuff like that, all right? And that's what you started hearing a lot about trends, right? Trending, things trending from off of these little, the silliness that people were doing online.
Unless it was for TikTok. TikTok ended up becoming like the new QVC and being known for a whole bunch of other things, like people posting their think pieces, that now I think we forget that people were originally on there dancing and sharing all these different songs. So I also think the music industry is going to suffer. Subscribe.
The job market is something that I quite literally cannot stop thinking about in regards to the talking about business owners who make a living on here, talking about content creators who make a living on here. Again, literal influencer marketing agencies and companies whose job is dedicated to working with creators. Like, I am actually scared about what is going to happen to this job market if this ban does go into effect. Mind you, the market is already crazy. I have been seeing LinkedIn posts about it. I have been seeing TikToks about it, but bro, I got laid off around Thanksgiving. This market is different. I'm talking about someone who has 10 plus years of experience. I'm getting referral links from top companies, Condé Nast, Peloton, etc., and I'm still not getting jobs. This market is different, and I'm not saying this to complain about my situation. I will be fine, baby. I know I will be fine. I've had great...
Well, it's because the grinders shall cease, okay? Hey, the Lord is shutting this place down, man, okay? Listen, as we just said before, all right? The prophets are warning you over and over and over, all right? Because to you heathens, it's like a wake-up call. To you Israelites, it's a warning, all right? Blow the trumpet in Zion. Show my people their transgressions, their sins. Tell them there's hope. Because you do have hope. But our people don't want to hear about hope. They want to hear about a job, right? Well, you're missing the point, man. All right? You can continue on through the spirit and power of Yahweh, which eventually those things are going to be shut down anyways. You're going to have to leave your job. Now you better pay your bills. You're going to be a pilgrim. The scripture told us to be pilgrims. Be prepared for that. Okay? But they don't want to hear it. And to the heathens, it really doesn't matter. We don't care. All right? We tell you all the time, we don't care. Okay, about you heathens. All right? Well, welcome back to being the basis of men. Okay, mainly you Edomites, but you other heathens, you've done your your just due, all right, towards Israelites as well. Okay, but you Israelites, you have an option, man. Come back home to the power. Okay, but they don't want to hear that. They don't want to trust in the Lord handling their affairs. They want to trust in, no, I got to do this. All right, I'm about to do this. I got to do this. Oh, this is crazy. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so that means you have zero faith, man. All right, and you can't please the Lord without faith.
Interviews. I have 2 interviews on Monday. I will be fine. What I'm talking about is that a market that already seems like it is about to crash is about to get worse. While we're talking about one of the worst economies in over a century.
I hope that she's able to get her a job. I think a lot of us are just hanging on by the edge of our seats like, what is about to happen? Are they going to give an...
Hey, yeah, especially a lot of you women, man, all right? Rise up, you careless daughters are at ease, all right? The vintage shall fail. See if I can find that. Is that chapter 3, or is it the other chapter? Let me just put it up, see if I can find it. Vintage shall fail. Okay, yeah, it was the other chapter. I believe there's something else that was talked about in chapter 3. Like, is that the one that mentions the bondage and all those things? But anyways, Here it is not Ezekiel, Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. And a lot of these women, there's a lot of women that are doing this TikTok stuff, right? Like the one that was just crying there, all right? This woman right here that we just, popped off the screen from, all right? Rise up, ye women that are at ease, because the system has somewhat benefited you. It's not really for you Israelite women, but you still benefited off it. Because when it comes to the men versus you, hey, Esau will give you a little helping hand as long as it keeps the men down, all right? But in a general sense, across the board, all ye women, okay? All you women, all right? Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. What's the speech? All right? Hey, the Lord is telling you what the game plan is through the mouths of his prophets, man. All right? Telling you the ins and outs, telling you about the kingdom of heaven, telling you about repentance, but also telling you about death and destruction that's coming. All right? Give ear unto my speech. And many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. All right? Careless women who all about, clout and being seen, showing their bodies off, getting clicks and likes, all right, getting money from it, all right, OnlyFans, TikTokers, all this, whatever other avenues you can think of, okay? So-called influencers, right? And man, I probably should have posted it, but I didn't. I want to say it was last week. I believe like 3 or 4 influencers are they're falling off the map, right? Because the Lord's not with this, man. Especially you women who shouldn't have your face out and your mouth running anyways, okay? Well, these people are falling off the map. And then, those that are not falling off the map, they're falling into this, all right? The confusion of not knowing what to do, how to get around this problem. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins, because the Lord is about to make ish hit the fan, man, okay? He's just slowly working up to it, man, because everything, like it says, the vision is yet for an appointed time. Everything has its appointed, all the prophecies has an appointed time to really, be unleashed in its season.
I want to give an extension, because when I was listening to a lot of the hearings that were going on for TikTok, I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, I kind of felt a little discouraged, because it doesn't even sound like they understand why.
And that's interesting, because that's another problem with these people, especially these women. They'll sit through a TikTok hearing, but, they won't, listen to some other more weightier matters, right? But no, you're talking about TikTok being bad. I'm going to listen to that hearing. I want to see everything about TikTok. Man.
Wi-Fi and the algorithm completely. So it's kind of scary to know that these are the people that are going to be voting in favor, yay or nay. But I do like to see the solidarity that is going on with the TikTok creators and the other creators on other platforms, like giving their love and support to the TikTok creators during this time.
At least you're somewhat honest. Y'all yappers used to love to make it like this TikTok money wasn't nothing. Now y'all feeling it. Benny got to return that BMW. This is somebody's burner account. I just went and looked at the account.
He just said somebody got to return their BMW. Benny got to return that BMW.
We gonna fuck around, figure out who he is. With that being said, I've never been one to act like, that little TikTok money ain't nothing. All I said was, my bills are paid by my real life money. I'll never get more bills that I can handle, you know what I'm saying, that I can't pay for with my W-2 and my cleaning company. So we good over here. The TikTok check, I used to talk about that all the time, break it down X, Y, and Z. I love easy money. The reason why so many creators love this app is because it's easy money, right? But me personally, I came from YouTube. So it's not really, when people are like, how'd you grow so fast? I have a loyal following, like, from here. I got the homies. I hate to say it, but it's a lot easier to get 100K on TikTok than it is to get 10K on YouTube. And it's not even close. Like, the algorithm on YouTube seems like it doesn't even work. It's all about organically catching people. Like, you got to have that thumbnail in the first whatever minutes of the video. Post the craziest thing that happened in the video. All this, like, you have to captivate people and make people like you for real. That's where I came from. Do I feel like doing all that? Fuck no.
He brought up some great points. A lot of people that do YouTube or TikTok have multiple income streams, and people watching from the outside looking in, trying to get all this intel, may not know that. A lot of people might be making great money on YouTube, but it's probably not like Mr. Beast or like those extremely large YouTubers where they're just able to make like a whole bunch of money in 1 month. YouTube can definitely be up and down, and I'm sure TikTok was like that too. I couldn't really get into TikTok because it was a little bit too much. I couldn't be on all these platforms at once. But this stuff be up and down. It's not as stable as a lot of people think it is. And so, yeah, it's great to have another income stream that is stable. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what I think makes the most sense, because you just never know what can happen. And if you got bills, you got bills. So what are you going to do?
Can I do all that?
And she probably don't got one, though. This probably is her only platform. But anyways.
Yes. And so, seeing as how TikTok may get a 3-month extension or may be banned or may just be here for good, whatever happens, even if the best thing possible happens and they overturn it and TikTok gets to stay, the lesson that I've learned from this is to, like, not only just stay in touch with the other apps, but to be fully in touch with them. At least you're somewhat honest. Y'all yappers used to love to make it like this TikTok money wasn't nothing. Now y'all feeling it. Then you got to return that BMW.
Dog, I'm just trying to figure out how John's video is about something and then I catch a straight, minding my own goddamn black ass business. But his video was talking about the TikTok ban, which everybody's talking about because there's going to be a lot of people impacted by this.
But yeah, see, a lot of people, you know, these TikTokers, man, they go up, all right, because, you know, you got pompous, arrogant people everywhere, and they getting that money, all right, they flashing the money, but that's what I mentioned, though, all right, people living above their means, all right, TikTok is doing them so well, so I'm going to get me a BMW and all this, that, and the third thing, yeah, but you know, you don't think ahead of yourself, you just think about coming up in life, all right, getting the bag, what they say, keeping up with the Joneses, right, that's what it was about, keeping up with the Joneses. All right. And then the Joneses leveled up on you. OK, so you can't keep up with the Joneses. All right. So these people are starting to feel it, man. A good tune.
Number one, it's really funny to see a bunch of people who are nobodies in real life get on this app and have a little bit to say in somebody else's videos in the comment section. Right. And then they have a lot to say about people who actually popped on the app and made some people made a good living. Some people made a decent living. Some people made just some pocket change, but they're mad or upset, or this is their gotcha moment to people that were able to have some success on this app. Oh, y'all got to get a real job, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, get a real job, man. And I'm not just saying that in arrogance, but because the point is they're acting like it's the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, but they want to stay on this TikTok influence thing, all right? Because it generates the money from a life that they want. The basically that's to say at the least, they're still chasing the American dream, right? That's why I say that, because they're still chasing an American dream that's false. Okay, I was about to get something though. Let me punch it up because I forgot. Where the scriptures talk about to store up your treasures in heaven. Because a lot of these people just get it, you know, some of these people, you get this money and then it's about, flaunting it, all right? And not thinking about, troublesome times, which doesn't matter anyways, because all the dollar bills are going to be done away with. All this TikTok money, all right? So say TikTok was to go on, and you're still going to have to take the device in order to get paid, because there ain't going to be no dollar bills, all right? Doesn't matter if you're making your money off of TikTok or whatever platform, okay? And like I said, a lot of there's some TikTok users flocking to this Chinese app now. I forget the name of it. It'll probably be in my little clippings there because I got a few clips. I just can't remember the name of it. So yeah, that's just the the gist of it. Let me see. I was looking for maybe forget the verse I was looking for. Shoot. Oh yeah, store up your treasures in heaven. Let me, you know what? Let's put it in my mouth, because it'll pop up. Let me see here. Here we go. Matthew 6:20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal. See, these are people that are lost in this rat race of society, and they're talking about their TikTok money, and these things fuel that lifestyle that they want, because they've seen these celebrities and even if it's not celebrities, if someone is doing better than them, all right, and they don't understand what the will of the Lord is, and they don't understand that evil E doesn't care, okay? It says, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. All right, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. And so we're looking for the kingdom of heaven to come. All right, that's why we're not worried about, the everyday life things, okay? Because we already know the scriptures tell us that these things are pretty much, they're going to be out the box. All right, you're going to be basically have to be out the grid at some point, off the grid at some point, okay? So we understand what the scriptures say. But these people can't tell you about the Bible. All right, I guarantee none of these people, read the Bible. I'm pretty sure. Okay. So their treasures are stored up in what? Materialistic things. And the scriptures tell, as we always speak about with Peter, the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Okay. So yeah, these people have no idea. And like I think we quoted it earlier, First Thessalonians 5, when they shall say peace and safety. They think there's just, we need TikTok back. And even if it was to come back, that okay, that's going to make life okay. Because they don't know that the end of this age is coming. They don't know there's an ending to this age. When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. And no one knows the day of the Lord, man. All right. Let's keep going. Oh, I didn't know what's happening.
When you imagine day-to-day life in a prison, you probably think of doors closed.
On this app. Oh, y'all got to get a real job. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ha, ha, ha.
I've been seeing a lot of that. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's crazy how many people are celebrating in the comments a lot of these larger creators or well-known creators.
But when you look at some of these people, like there was one chick that was in I don't know if it was a bar or a restaurant or something like that. And, this chick is at the counter trying to do a TikTok and she's in the way. And so some dude came up and threw a drink on her. But a lot of these people are arrogant. They don't care. They just know they're making a lot of money off of TikTok. All right. And your life means nothing. Because that's what money does to these people, man. It's all about the bag. They're chasing the bag. All right. They're chasing these wages. And there's holes in the bag. OK, it means nothing at the end of like I just said, at the end of the day, everything is going digital. So even if you had your TikTok and you kept the TikTok, what are these people going to do? They're surely going to take the MOTB. Right? It's surely going to take the device because it's only about the lifestyle that they're trying to fuel behind it. All right. Now, you might have some few individuals that are actually, they really truly need the income because they're all jacked up. But so what, man? If you're an Israelite, because we don't care about the heathens. If you're an Israelite, we're telling you what the solution is, man. Turn back to the Heavenly Father. All right. So it doesn't matter what level, all right, that you someone who really needed the income because you were all jacked up, or if you're someone who just saw it as an easy stream, of money. Right. So I could do this, I could do that, I could vacation. People like to show themselves, making kissy faces with the duck lips. I'm all on the island. I'm here, I'm there, and everywhere. I'm buying this and just show and tell. Right. But not knowing that there's a day of trouble coming. Let's keep going.
TikTok having to get jobs. I'm not going to hate on somebody for popping off on a platform. Like, good for you, because that's a hard thing to do. It's hard to do on YouTube for sure. So I can only imagine how hard it is on TikTok. No matter what it is or how you popped off, you did it in a way that you were able to bring income into your family. You were able to.
Well, imagine how hard it is for the word of the Lord to get reached by the men of the Lord that preach. Okay, which we don't really care because we know it's only for the elect. But I'm making a point. So you're talking about worldly, materialistic things. But what about the gospel? What about that? All right. How hard is it for the gospel to reach out? You see, we don't care about those things, man.
At another income stream. I think that's something that a lot of people aren't able to do or even say that they're able to do. So I don't see nothing wrong with that. But I don't understand the hate for somebody being able to make a way for themselves in the world or being able to accomplish their dreams. And then I think about the people on TikTok Shop who were able to pop off with their businesses. A lot of small businesses were able to just massively grow because of TikTok Shop. A lot of influencers were able to influence on TikTok. And not saying that I believe all sorts of influence was just the best type of influencing ever. Because, yes, some of it I think was a little bit destructive to society because of the influence it has and the overconsumption. But maybe you were just able to get into affiliate marketing or whatever the case may be. You were still able to do something to bring more income streams. Whether I agree with how you did it or not, you were able to do something to better yourself. And I wouldn't just hate on somebody for doing something that bettered themselves,
Well, number one, I've always said this was always play money. I have a career. I have a job. I have a life outside this app, which is why I haven't capitalized off of this app the way I should have, could have, and other people have. Number two, why?
But I bet his life doesn't have anything to do with the ministry outside of this app and everything else. I guarantee this dude ain't got nothing to do with the ministry. And even if I'm just making a point, even if he was an Israelite, I bet he wouldn't believe it. All right. I bet he wouldn't cut them crap locks on his head. You see?
Y'all, why would y'all, a bunch of people sat back in the cut while other people was getting this paper on here and having success and doing things or whatever. Right. Sat back and waited to this very moment so they could be like, yeah, now you got to be broke like the rest of us. Like, you know how lame and buddy you got to be for that? And there will be people that'll fizzle out into the dust or use this to platform and capitalize and be successful somewhere else. But at the end of the day, those people did something. You didn't. At the end of the day, you still didn't, and you probably never, no, you never will. And if those people do have to go back out into the workforce and fill out a W-2 or a job application, so what? For the past 5 years, they were able to do something you will never do.
But that's the thing. These people don't want to go out and fill out applications. They want TikTok to continue because it's the easy, like my man before was saying, because it was just easy money to them. And what are a lot of people doing with this easy money? A lot of people out there flashing it, buying things over their means that they weren't able to. They just buying fancy cars, right? Because you fascinated with this world and vanity, all right, and showing off. And like the one chick I was talking about, a lot of these people are arrogant, all right? They just want TikTok everywhere and do stupid stuff, okay? And they're living off of what? Off of social media and devices, man, electronic devices. And that's how Esau is going to get these people in the end, man. All right, because everybody's being geared up to it's money. All right, nothing is realistic to them. All right, and I'm speaking on the aspect of the prophets, man. Nothing that the prophets say is realistic to them, and not everybody has heard the prophets. But you get my point, though.
Touch money that you never will touch. But for me to catch a stray is crazy.
Yeah, they said that he got to return his BMW. Now, that wasn't right, y'all. Now, that was just petty to say somebody got to return their BMW. When, again, he sounds like he has multiple streams of income, so you just never know.
I had money before this app. I will have money after this app. Yeah. And that BMW ain't going nowhere unless I want.
But see, that's the arrogance, man. You see? Materialistic things got these people confused, man. Hey, all that is going to be done away with, man. It doesn't matter if it was about TikTok or you had other streams of income. That lifestyle is about to be knocked out the box, man. It's about to be a home run on that lifestyle, period. And that's why the prophets are warning you over and over and over and over. Get your mind right with the Lord, because if you don't, okay, you don't have to return that BMW. All right, life is going to change anyways. And I'm not just really, as he says, throwing a straight bullet at him. But you get the point, though, because it is. And all those people like that. All right. It's not about coming up here in America. It never was for you Israelites. All right. You were sent here as captivity. All right. Whether you be Northern Kingdom or Southern Kingdom. The Southern Kingdom literally came here specifically to be raised up as slaves. And the Northern Kingdom came over here to set up shop so that their enemy could come over and take over and then use them in the same purpose. All right. If you're an Israelite, you are under the curses. You were not sent here to glitz and glamour. All right. You were sent here as punishment. And the 2/3 are not getting it. It's like the punishment isn't enough for them. So what's the solution now? The Lord's tried everything else, right? So what's the solution? I got to put you to death. The same shall know it after death by pain. So it doesn't matter your level of income or what your stream of income is, or, as we always talk about when we speak about the MOTB, it doesn't matter, right? The Lord is about to shut all of that down, all right? Like you see the demolition on these buildings, the blow off and then the building crashes down. That's how everybody's lifestyle is about to be. And everybody's going to be set down on the bottom. And that's when you're at your weakest point. And that's where Esau is going to try to slither in. And it's going to be a slim light, all right? That slim chance that you are probably ignoring now, all right? This guy would never believe the Israelites. He's probably be just like anyone else and say, well, it'll give me money. Buddy, you get off the corner, buddy, and get a job. Well, I don't know what old buddy talking about. You see? But at that lowest point is where you're going to need to trust the Lord. Because if you don't, you're going to fall over to Esau Edom, man. And then the Lord's going to destroy you. All right? The hour of temptation. The mandatory implementation of the RFID micro C hit. Yes, it boils all the way down to that, man. All right? Though we're speaking about this particular situation here, there is no escaping the final solution, or not solution, but, the final testing phase, man. All right? Because as I always say, if, through the spirit and power, you have much more shot. If you can overcome the micro C hit hey, no matter how much more worse Jacob's Trouble gets, you will make it. Well, if you have the elect, you'll make it anyways. But you get my point, though. If you can make it past that micro C hit, you're going to make it, man. Okay? Now, of course, when you're talking about, the wicked of the earth, the 2/3 or whoever else, because there's going to be some who are not going to want the micro C hit, but there's going to be no outing. So what's going to happen? They're going to pine away. They're going to be destroyed, or they're going to get their heads chopped off or whatever. All right? So not just because, you deny the micro C hit doesn't mean that you have the elect, because, there could be a 2/3 that deny the micro C hit because they're not down with the system, but you're also not down with the truth. So that means they're not going to make it either. They're going to be destroyed some other kind of way. All right. But that's just hey, man, a little about to shake up this earth really heavy, man.
To go somewhere.
I just want to tell y'all, there's absolutely nothing wrong with seeing other people do well and just being okay with that. You don't have to be jealous. You don't have to be envious. You could even just be inspired by the fact that a lot of these people that y'all are watching online are able to do these things. Maybe you can do it too.
Influencers aren't out of touch for crying about the TikTok ban. You're out of touch for not realizing this is a real industry. You're out of touch for not realizing that social media is one of the only female-dominated spaces where women...
There you go right there. First, she said it was a real industry. No, it's not. You've made it an industry, but okay, I get the point. Then there you go. Female this, female that. Feminism. You see? And I guarantee you, it's only about her lifestyle. All right? Getting the things that she wanted before, buying the jewelry, buying the heels she wanted, taking the trips and vacations that she wanted. All right? I'm pretty sure a lot of these people, you could probably see them TikToking at different places that's not their home. You see? Because they're able to get income that gives them a means to travel and do more. You get the point, man.
On this shit. Y'all cry about women's rights and women supporting women. Women on this app are the first ones crawling to Reddit to complain about their favorite influencers, ripping them apart in their comments.
I don't know what the heck just happened. Hold on. Okay, here we go.
Them apart in their comments, saying they're so excited that they're going to have to get real jobs now. You want to support women, and yet you're the first ones to discredit all of the work women do.
With courses developed and taught by some of the most distinguished
and
names
we just read what
industry,
in Isaiah,
Columbia
all right,
Southern
you careless women at ease.
Is that what's going on Reddit? I didn't know it was going down in the Reddit comments about female influencers having to, quote unquote, get a job. That's wild.
Let's take a step back for a minute.
You see how excited people get over, gossip and stuff like that. Oh, that's wild. That's juicy. She probably went out over here after the stream and looked it up.
Also don't realize how many people that are invisible behind the scenes that you don't even realize work at TikTok, work on campaigns, work with agencies, work in advertising that are about to lose their jobs in an already impossible job market.
Yeah, okay, so let's talk about that. Think about what she just said about the different people in the industries. You got the people who are the talent, the models. You got the lighting people. You got the camera people. You got the audio people, because everybody don't know how to do audio. You got the person that does the editing. You got the producer. You got the storyboard person. You got all these different people.
And honestly, all those things are not hard at all, really. When you really know them, they're really not hard jobs at all. Okay. And I took video production classes when I was in high school. So I know this thing's really not hard at all. All right. It's real simple stuff when you understand it. But whatever, man.
That play the roles. You got people who are the script writers. These are a lot of jobs that a lot of people, when they're talking about content creation, don't even consider that it's not always the person that you see on the camera, the quote unquote talent. There are a lot of people behind the scenes. There are people scheduling things. There are agencies that are like, hey, I just manage this person. When the influencers feel it, those people are going to feel it too. And just because there's something that you may not understand doesn't mean that this isn't a way to actively make money online. Social media and making money online may be very unfamiliar and new to a lot of people, but just because it's new doesn't mean that it's not a real job. Who gets to say what a real job is?
Want to see women have autonomy over their schedules, be able to be the breadwinners of their families, have the freedom to leave really bad situations. Normal consumers and normal people in the job market are struggling to find work because we're all getting laid off left and right. I know I was laid off twice. Only 1% of your favorite influencers, ones that you built up only to bring back down, are the ones bringing in those $1 million paychecks. You're okay seeing moms that are able to support their kids, leave toxic environments. You built their confidence up. You rally for their success.
See, the only ones that are happy about seeing America's slow downfall are the prophets, man. All right. The people who understand what's going on. All right. Everybody else is just is basically wrapped up in emotions, and their talking point is all about money. And in this general conversation, stemming from TikTok.
Us losing everything because you don't really want to see them succeed.
When she spoke about building up a creator and then breaking them down, I've seen that happen to so many creators on TikTok. It's ridiculous. I don't understand why people do that. They'll just be like rooting for them all the way up to the top, and then when they get there, they start like headhunting them and trying to like pick them apart, going after their family. Just all these crazy things start to happen. They start pitting them against other people, and I'm just like, why do people do that? It's like making someone a hero and then making them a villain after they get to the status that you put them up on. Because a lot of these people be put on pedestals for crazy reasons. But we got to remember, why were they put there and who put them there? The people put them there. And the same people that put them there, out of sometimes it's just jealousy of seeing them get to that point and want to knock them back down. And I think that's very sad, to be honest.
All my favorite content creators keep telling me, go follow me on XYZ, go follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Reels. I'm sorry. Respectfully, here's another reason why TikTok is so special, so unique. I care about my ratio and how I'm perceived on those other apps.
Ratio?
I'm nobody's groupie. I'm nobody's fan. However, on here, I have no problem following the entire world. So I guess we're just the road gonna have to end when the road gonna have to end on January 19th. Maybe I'll see y'all when I'm scrolling on Reels every now and then, but I feel like the road gonna end when the road gotta end.
I think if you truly support the creator, I understand like nobody's making anybody do anything, but I definitely think it's helpful for them to be able to build themselves up on whatever platform they may be going to next. In the event that TikTok is banned, I'm hoping it's not banned, because I don't want to see the downfall of anybody's income streams or any successful businesses they had going on. And
hey, what I just say, the only ones happy about seeing America's downfall are well, I said the prophets, but really more so the hopeful elect, because really that's what it boils down to. The hopeful elect remnant, man. We're the only ones, all right, who are happy to see the things happening that we're seeing happen, because we know these things lead back to, the scriptures, man, all right? And this place will be destroyed. And that was one of our opening verses, man. Reading Jeremiah 51, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed, man. And this place is going down. And this is the problem with these American people, man. All right, they only see life going on. They only see how I'm my legacy, my legacy. All right, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta raise up, I gotta get the bag, I gotta start a business, I gotta leave it to my children. Hey, you're speaking on something that the scriptures ain't speaking on, man. All right, the Lord's about to shake up the earth, man. And it's beginning over here with Babylon, but he's about to shake up the whole planet, okay? Because the kingdom of heaven is about to be established. It says, Ecclesiastes 5:7, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. All right, this is what we're warning you about, okay? Get your minds off the social media, and the nonsense of this world, and focus on the truth. All right. If you're an Israelite, of course, because I'm not talking to everybody. All right. The churches that do. He said everybody. He said you guys get your minds up. No, I was talking about the Israelites. OK. Yeah. Focus on the Most High power, man, because what the Lord is about to bring next, man. All right. None of us. I mean, we, of course, the remnant want to see it, but ultimately, honestly, even on the hopeful remnant, none of us are going to be truly prepared unless, of course, spiritually and mentally. But physically prepared, no one can physically prepare for Jacob's trouble, man. Everybody's going to go through it. But the difference is that the Lord's remnant will be protected, as I believe we read yesterday in Job, man, the hedge of protection, man. All right. And that's what we're looking for, to have that that mark from exemption. All right. Mark from judgment. I mean, OK. Yeah, let's get that one. Set not thine heart upon goods unjustly gotten, for they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity. You see? And this is what they're worried about. This is my stream of income. All right. It really was not about people losing jobs and having jobs or whatever. All right. It's about they're not seeing what's coming, man. The American people don't see what's coming according to the prophecies of the scriptures, because their mind is wrapped up in this world. You see? Set not thine heart upon goods unjustly gotten, for they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity. All right. Let's finish this off.
I personally think that TikTok was very interesting. I didn't know a lot of the stuff I knew until TikTok. And I understand how hard it can be to try to build a platform up from zero or just starting all over. And a lot of these creators, they were able to grow some large followings, and it's going to be, probably a little bit of a challenge if TikTok does go away, but I wish them all the best, and I hope that they're able to grow on all platforms and be just as successful on other platforms as they were on TikTok. Why not? Y'all comment down below. Do you want TikTok to get
All right, so that was it for that. Like I said, I only watched a few minutes of it, but I just, those clips there were very interesting. And so we ended up watching the whole video, but we made some good points off of it. All right. And, Lord will you were edified. So we'll leave it at that. Shalom.
Next, it's official. TikTok is no longer accessible on American phones. Late last night, the app started giving users a message that read in part, quote, "Sorry, TikTok isn't available right now." A law banning TikTok has been enacted in the U.S. This, of course, following the Supreme Court ruling upholding the ban Friday. But get this, it could be back online as early as tomorrow. President-elect Donald Trump said he will most likely delay a ban on the app for 90 days once he takes off.
I'm here from TikTok. Yes, American refugee.
Americans are coming.
Hey, y'all.
We're from Texas. If you're not already on Xiaohongshu or RedNote, this is the app that American TikTokers are flocking to right now. It just became Apple's most downloaded app in the US. Users are waiting to see if TikTok is going to be banned. The app is basically a mix of TikTok and Instagram with some added Pinterest vibes. You can see a lot of lifestyle content, short form videos, photos, also things like shopping and live streaming. And right away, you see these hashtags, TikTok refugee. They are just exploding.
I was scared that TikTok was going to go away, so I wanted to find an alternative. At the same point, I know a lot of Americans are angry. There's small businesses on TikTok. If TikTok goes away, that's going to ruin a lot of livelihoods for people. I've interacted with many Chinese users on there, and everyone has just been so nice and so kind.
But while this is all fun and games for now, experts say there are risks when it comes to the rise of another Chinese app. Just like TikTok, RedNote collects huge amounts of user data.
Chinese law requires apps to be willing to share that user information with the government.
Also, users posting about topics sensitive to Beijing could find their content and even their profiles deleted.